Hello everyone, Scrapbooking Saundra here, and I am ready to get started. I dug into my stash and found all sorts of things that I haven't been using, and particularly this gorgeous cardstock. I'm not quite sure why I wasn't using it, but it was really hard for me to use it to mount my photos on. I wanted to try something different. Instead of using solid colored black or red or white, I thought I'd try to use a lot more colors for that initial mat around my photos. And then I kind of got carried away with a few more colors. I thought about what I wanted to do with this layout. I thought about Raphael and some of the stories he's told us about what his life was like in Colombia, and his stories are very colorful. And so I definitely wanted color here. But what I was trying to do was bring in little bits and pieces, like when he spoke of how beautiful the flowers were there, and he's into gardening. He's a really good gardener, and his home had doilies in it. And so I wanted to put doilies here. His mom had doilies about the house. And we're in a place called One World Cafe. It's one of our favorite little places to go, and it's a very homey and cozy place. It's like one of those places you go and you go enough times. I mean, maybe a few times they know your name. You know, it's just a warm and cozy. It's like Cheers, but it's a cafe. And the cafe has the best food ever, and the brunches are absolutely awesome. You go there for brunch, you don't want to leave. It smells good before you even hit the doors. Anyway, we're in the cafe. It's dinner time. Raphael, I think at this time, either still had a flip phone or he was just received a new smartphone. Anyway, whatever the case was, he didn't know how to use a smartphone. And Isabella thought she'd give him a lesson. And he he's a quick learner because now he has a smartphone and he's doing all sorts of things with it. But it was a fun day, great dinner, great food. And I think I tried this layout in so many different positions. I couldn't make up my mind where I wanted the flower to be, uh, where I wanted the little box with the title in it. And so I played a lot with this. And in looking back at it, it's amazing how many different ways you can lay out your layout on one page. There's so many choices that you can do and so many things that you can do even with your cardstock, flipping it around, trying it in different positions. And I like this position the most, I think, because I don't know whether or not this is going to be the left or the right side of the page. And I think it works well with the border to the right for some reason, because if it's the right side of the page, the double page spread, um, I think it works out really well to have that heavier flower on the right side. However, if it turns out to be the left side, that's another story. I'm going to have to maybe put some sort of weight or do something to balance out the two pages, but I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get there. So I think I'll have to pull those pictures and not wait too long before I put them in the album. After many flips of the cardstock and switches of the photos, I finally made a decision and I'm laying everything down. Yay! I knew I'd get there sooner or later. And I started putting her age on the page. I actually got the idea from Victoria Marie. I watched a video of hers and she's putting the age of her daughter on the layouts. And I thought that's an interesting thing to do because I might not be able to remember the exact day or time of the year or month this was in, but I do know this one. But let's say I didn't. I do know how old she is, and she was 18 at the time. And so it's kind of neat just putting the age on there. So thank you, Victoria Marie, for that suggestion. It is an excellent one. And I love these things by Tim Holtz, the borders that you can use for framing, layout, or a picture. But I also like the little metal strips that it has on here. And it feels like metal, looks like metal. I'm not quite sure what it's actually made out of, but it does have that look and feel of metal. And it just, I don't know, it really enhances whatever it is you use it for. And in this case, I think it really helps frame out my layout a bit more. switched the L in world out for a capital L because the other one looked too much like an I to me. It probably was an I, and I just did not catch it. Anyway, I am finishing up here, coming to an end. This was a pretty easy layout. The longest part of the layout was actually not the twisting and turning and the switching of the photos, but the fussy cutting of the flowers out, that part of the paper. That always takes a little bit of time to fussy cut something. Anyway, I am at the end here. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking a peek. I'll have a close-up for you in a moment. Do like, subscribe, and share. Come back again. And I think I am done. Oh, all my brads, by the way, are by My Mind's Eye. Don't know why I was holding on to them for so long, but they're really pretty. And there you have it. Have an awesome day, happy scrapbooking, and I will see you next time.